Hey everybody, welcome to the Ray of Knowledge here at Raymondville Early College High School, where this is a conversation about student insights for college and life. So we're sitting here with
Sirena Moreno.
Hey Sirena, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing, honestly.
See? Yeah. That's awesome, man. Hey, so what grade are you in?
11th grade.
11th?
Senior. Yeah.
Sweet. So you're almost going to be a senior, but you're not quite there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Hey, so what do you want to talk about? I mean, I know you and I had been having a conversation earlier, and we were talking a little bit about group work.
Yeah.
And you want to dive into that?
I don't know. It's hard for me to talk about because,
Yeah.
I usually, whenever I do work, whenever I get assigned work,
Yeah.
I usually just, put my mind to it, just do it, try to finish it, whatever. But with group work, it's just something, so different considering that, you have someone who can think an entirely different way.
Yeah.
So it's whenever you're doing work, you just have to talk and figure out what you're gonna do. But either way, I think it gets done kind of faster.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, is that you understand that there's different opinions
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
So what do you think that an individual in a high school has to understand about group work?
I think it's just I was reading this. Me and a couple other kids, we were reading this textbook in English class.
Yeah.
And one of the essays that we were reading was by Thomas Paine. And it was basically just saying how everything nowadays is so political and how no matter what, you're never going to get someone to fully agree with you on everything.
Okay.
So it's I think you always just have to be open with, different people, different cultures, different ideas, opinions, beliefs, experiences. No matter what, there's always just going to be an argument or a debate or something. But
For sure.
I think people just always have to find the middle ground and just always understand that all opinions are taken into accountability.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I'm understanding correctly, is that everybody has an opinion
Yeah.
and everybody wants to be right.
Yeah, definitely.
And that becomes difficult, especially when working with others. And you definitely tapped into a big conversation that can definitely take us to a whole hour conversation about politics, but we're not going to go there. We're just simply going to talk about okay, how does one navigate the politics of group work?
Group work is just no matter what, you just always have to find an understanding with everyone in it. No matter if it's 3 people working on an assignment, or if it's 2, or if it's 400. We all just have to understand one thing, get it done, and then just move on with our lives. No matter
If I'm
what.
understanding correctly, what you're saying is that you have to have a goal statement.
Yeah.
You have to know what the ultimate mission is going to be accomplished.
Yeah, because the whole point is just to finish an assignment, and no matter what you believe in, just, I guess, always just try to balance it out, equal it out, and then just get it done, and that's it. Just move on with your life.
Yeah. You know what? I know there's a lot of students in high schools, and that's something that they tend to deal with, and it becomes an obstacle for them. So, thank you for definitely talking about that, because again, the way you deal with it is that I understand that you respect others' opinions, and you understand that there's an end goal, and the goal is to complete the assignment.
Yeah.
But what's some of the obstacles that you've been having? Maybe in other classes, maybe with other different aspects of school.
Well, to me, it's just mostly when I'm in class, I hate sometimes when the teachers are always so strict about, no phones, everyone be quiet, don't talk, do your work, all this and that. I understand that. It's definitely reasonable. Come on now. We have to finish our work, do stuff. But then again, I think it's really, I feel people see other people when they're not doing their work. You know what I mean?
Okay.
When teachers,
you're going to get called out on it.
Yeah. How do I say this? Not really sure how to explain it, but I feel whenever there's an assignment due, there are some kids who are just on their phones doing nothing, doing talking, and then there's other kids who are actually doing their work, and it's kind of you see the imbalance between two groups of those students.
Yeah.
And I just feel it expresses it so much, because I feel kids kind of judge other kids when they see that, because it's they're slacking off, they're not doing their work, they're this, they're that, but I think at the end of the day, it's just you just have to do what you got to do by yourself. And
yeah. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. You were talking about how kids judge other kids.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm about to be 17, but
Okay.
16 right now.
Gotcha. So like in the world of a teenager, it's a big deal.
Yeah, like to be like friends with certain people. To
Yeah,
make,
what they're saying
like
about
good
me,
choices, all this stuff. Yeah.
you know, what they're putting in the comments, you know, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a big deal. So how does one navigate filtering that out?
I think just having like good advice from people. You know, being surrounded by good people. Because I know like my mom, she's been always very strict with me having like so-called like good friends, like friends who are in honors, friends who are making good grades. You know, friends who don't do anything that they're not supposed to be doing, stuff like that. So it's always like you have to surround yourself with good people and make sure that, you know, you yourself are a good person in order to do other stuff in high school. You know?
Who's your tribe, right? Like you got to have a good
Yeah,
tribe.
yeah, like a little posse. Yeah, like a clique.
Yeah, I like that. Serena, hey, it's been wonderful talking with you. I really appreciate you coming down by.
I really love this. This is so nice. Like, this is so cool. Like, oh my gosh, I feel so honored being on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Awesome.
great. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, no, we definitely want to keep it going.
Highlight of my day.
We definitely want to keep it going, and we're so excited for bringing it to you. So once again, thank you so much for being on the Ray of Knowledge here at
Thank you for
Raymondville Early
having
College
me.
High School. All right.